What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Chris Gunther Show. Thank y'all so much for watching. Remember to like and share this video. I would greatly appreciate it. On today's show, I'm kicking it with one of my favorite players. Like when I was a kid, as a ball boy for Ursuline, I remember the first time I seen him play, I was like, that dude is cold. So the Chris Gunther Show welcomes the GOAT, Dagnabbit, Dre Brown. What's going on with you, bro?
What's going on, man? Not much.
Good to see you, man.
You too.
I feel like honored. Like, this segment is going to be called the GOAT and the Prince. That's how I feel right now, people. But regardless of it, man, appreciate you for taking this time out. Very busy, man. You are the sports and rec director here at YMCA. Congrats, bro.
Appreciate it.
And you got a camp coming up, too.
I do. We got a lot of camps coming up.
Man, but let's go ahead and chop it up about the Dre Day Camp.
Our first camp actually will be kicking off soon, June 17th. So that's right around the corner.
Man, that time go by fast, man.
It does go by fast. I'm excited for it to be here. It's camp season. We all know what the year we had last year with all the restrictions and being in the house. I'm excited to see the kids and the families and just get back to basketball because I love it.
I know. I have several basketball stories. We're going to get into some of them in a second. I'm not going to say what I want to say because he already told me I can't say it. But I might bring it up later. But as far as the camp, though, man, what made you decide to have the camp here?
Well, from the city and grew up at the YMCA. This was the place to be.
It sure was.
It was the place to be. All the hoopers would come here, and I would be here literally all day. I don't even know if I ate. Just drink water and get buckets. So it's full circle for me to come back here and be able to install some of the things that I've had the privilege to learn basketball, whether that's at a lower level with middle school or all the way up to a pro level, just to be able to come back to my city and pay it forward pretty much to these kids and to the young adults, and just to have mentorship and bring some of the local college coaches and legends and just a whole community event. It just makes sense.
What is the feeling you get when the kids come out to the camps and you see the growth of them even in that short amount of time that you have with them?
That's the most important part for me, honestly. People always ask, why haven't I tried to coach at a, let's say, higher level? So maybe like a college or a pro level, because I do know a lot of players in both leagues. So I enjoy, the reward for me is those kids' smiles, those memories they get, those learning opportunities and teaching moments that I could give them. I enjoy that because I know what it did for me in my life and where it got me in life. So, like I said, to come back to the city and do that, because they say people from here always leave and don't forget to, and they don't come back and forget the city. But so for me, I would never want that. So I love my city. I love Youngstown, and that's what it's about for me.
You've done a lot in the city. You're doing a lot here. But even with all the great things, you do have some kind of, pushback. Some pushback that you've been receiving has been because of the price of the camp. So I want you to hit on that real quick.
Yeah, it's not from everybody, but we do get some pushback. But our camp is $80. And compared to a lot of these elite level camps, and I'm not saying my camp isn't elite because I think it's very elite, it's very cheap. You have some camps, I won't say any names, and this is not a knock on any other camps, but you charge what you give out. So we're here for 3 days, 5 hours of instructions. We rent facilities. We have to pay for those, whether it's at this location or other places. There are fees attached to running these camps.
Very true.
And we don't come in and just, let's say, roll the balls out. Right? We don't just get a group of people together and just say, or get the kids together, I say, and just give them basketballs. Like, we giving them gear, top gear, like, nice gear, nice book bags, wristbands. We got NBA players that come and talk to them sometimes. We feed them on the last day. We throw a pizza party. And just in the grand scheme of things, if you want to compare, you could go out there and do your research. We are not expensive. And actually, we have a kind of a system where we have a lot of people that sponsor these kids that come to camp. So a lot of these kids don't even pay full price. We are blessed to be able to reach out in the community and people know what we are doing, and it's bigger than basketball for us. So they reach out of their own pockets, whether they have child in the camp or not, and they help these kids come to camp. And we also raise money because we are a nonprofit to, help these kids get sponsored.
In terms of helping the kids get sponsored, because I remember as a kid, I used to love when I could come to a camp, and sometimes financially, not so much that we didn't have it, but other people I played with didn't have it. So, like, how great is it to see that, somebody wants to sponsor a kid to come to a camp?
It's a blessing. It is. It's really great because we know, especially coming out of last year, times can get hard. Times have been hard. And I am one of those kids who my parents couldn't afford everything, but they made sure to get me what I needed. But there's opportunity, or there's been times where I've been one of those kids, so I understand. Trust me. And I even, on my own, I take money out of my own pocket to make sure these kids come to camp. If you want to come to a Dre Day Camp, do not let the price be the deterrent from you not coming. We will get you into camp. It's as simple as a conversation, and we will do what we have to do to get you into camp.
And as far as, you being here at the Y, this is home to so many of us. A lot of the greats have, come through here and have played. And now that you're here giving a camp, when you see the reaction on the kids' faces when older players come back and give, how is that?
I mean, I remember, you remember, you always have players that you look up to. So
I'm sitting down with one right now, man. Yeah.
To see that player, or you get a 6'8" guy that walks in the building. You as a young kid, you looking up and it's like, man, they look 100 feet tall, and they just walking like an athlete. I mean, that's just big, especially here when you get somebody like a Norris Cole, two-time NBA champion, who's also from Ohio,
who should still be in the dang league. That's a conversation for a different day.
He's also from Ohio, but when you get someone who looks like you and is from a similar area as you, or even if they aren't from the same area, but when you get somebody that looks like you or someone who you aspire to be come and actually face-to-face talk to you, other than seeing it on the television screen or hearing it on the radio, that's big, man. And to get them here in Youngstown, Ohio, that doesn't happen every day. So I push for that, to get as many people as I can that are either active, whether that's overseas or playing college ball, because we got a lot of young athletes from the area right now that are in Division I programs or playing pro and overseas. I love to have them come back.
And they're doing a great job too, because you got Mark Hughes, who we got a chance to talk about. Right. You got Dave Collins, who's going to. I believe Dave has a very good chance to go pro. A very, very good chance.
He definitely will be a pro. Definitely.
And I was playing with him, I think it was maybe, I want to say a couple months ago at this time, and we was playing in the open run, and I just looked and said, man, he's gotten significantly better since last time I've seen him.
Yeah, I'm expecting big things. He has already done big things, but I'm just looking forward to seeing his growth. He will continue to grow. I know that for sure. So shout out Dave Collins, and Derek Culver as well.
Seriously though, man. Yeah. I remember I played with Culver at my open gym,
right?
And big 6'10" dude. I'm just like, man, if I could just have a guy like that to just play with, I could just throw him the ball, have him lob it, because I like passing lobs. Man, that stuff is always fun. Right. I'm gonna put my other shameless plug out there. Y'all think because I'm sure I can't hoop, go ask some people about me. People, ask some people about me. But that's a conversation for a different day.
Nah, you got game, man. You got game.
Yeah, just a little bit. But now, Dre, since you're one of the best players to come out of this area, and you see a lot of the kids sometimes coming to you for advice, what is the best advice that you can give a kid when they come to the camp?
You can't cheat the work.
So true.
A lot of people see some of these athletes or entertainers, wherever it may be, professionals in business, lawyers, doctors, whatever it may be. A lot of these people see the end result and they just try to emulate that. And what they don't see is the blood, sweat, and tears that went into getting to that end result. So I just encourage all these, all the youth to, anything that's worth it in the long haul, it has to be hard work done beforehand. So I just encourage them to always work hard, and as long as they work hard, whatever the result is, you can't be upset with that. Because if you give something your all and say it maybe doesn't turn out how you want, it will be at least close to, and then you continue to work. So always aim high, and if you fall a little bit short, it's still success. But can't cheat the work.
You've had some amazing people around you. You've had some great players and great coaches. Can you hit on some of the coaching staff that has decided to help you with the Dre Day Camp?
Well, first my father. He taught me everything I know, and that's actually the reason why it's called Dre Day. My father's name Dre Brown, but everybody calls him Dre. He'll say Big Dre. I'm Little Dre, but nah. I mean,
y'all both like 6'4", so ain't no such thing as little. But go ahead.
Right. So my father, Dre Brown, he taught me everything I know. My mom as well. She taught me everything, basketball and track. She was a track all-star.
Hey.
But that's why we call it Dre Day. Me and my father. It's a day in the life of everything that we do, whether someone knew about it or not. You know, we always on some type of basketball court.
Always.
We always have people around us. Like I consider you my family, so you know, it's an extended family that we're always mentoring and just fellowshipping with. And it's just a day in the life of what we do, whether it's under a microscope or not. But since the foundation, it kind of has been on a microscope. But we have Coach Chris Gunther from Ursuline High School. He was a vital part in my basketball career.
I know him.
Yeah, you do know him. You do know him. And then just some of the other locals. Coach Davidson. He comes and coaches.
One of the nicest people you could ever meet, man.
Yeah. YSU head coaches and assistant coaches, they come down. Shout out to Coach Jason Slay. That's my guy right there, assistant coach at Youngstown State. And just a lot of other high school coaches. So it's a lot of people. A lot of people come through. I couldn't even name them all.
But that still goes to show you the amount of love that they have for you, though. Because it don't matter who you are. If people don't rock with you, they're not coming to your events. They're not coming to your camps. So I think one of the coolest things is the fact that, you know, you've had such a phenomenal career when you were playing, and you giving that knowledge back is something that, you know, people need to take their hat off to. And you mentioned your dad, man. You know, Father's Day is coming up. How much did your pops mean to you?
Oh, man, a whole lot. And if you know me, I'm sure you knew the answer to that question. That's my guy right there. That's my best friend, my first best friend. So he means a lot. And to do this on side by side with him, and as well as my other brothers and my family, because it is a family affair.
It is.
My entire family are at these camps, helping from the aunts to the little cousins, playing in the camp. But it just means the world to have him there as well, and to be doing something like this in our community where we're from, and just it's full circle. Him teaching me everything I know to now me teaching the youth. So we hope you just keep recycling that. And so fathers are very important. It's good to have them in your life, or father-like figures. So we try to give that out to the community.
It definitely is. One of my favorite things that I tell your dad every time I see him, because he used to coach me when I was a kid,
right?
And, you know, from high school to, you know, being a kid, etc. But the thing he used to always say is, Chris, when you think you mess up, man, got me through a lot of days.
That's his slogan. That's his slogan.
Man, shout out to Coach Brown for that word, man. Crazy times. We definitely coming to the end now. There's no way that I can have you on here, because, you know, at every camp, there's always a camper that likes to challenge. There's always somebody that likes to take on the master.
Right,
so if a kid said, I can beat you, I'm just curious, what would happen to the kid?
He would play me. He or she would play me, and I would not take it lightly on him.
I was about to say, don't you sit up here and lie and say you'll let them win.
Nah, I'm not letting anybody win from age 0 to age 100. I'm giving out buckets, no mercy if you challenge me on the court.
Yeah, this is true. Like, I remember there was a tournament a couple years ago that you really weren't going to play, and you just came to watch. And I remember somebody said something to you, and I'm like, uh-oh. And as God is my witness, y'all killed everybody. And I was just like, that's what happens. You got the man started. Like, I played in a couple games. I'm like, if Dre's playing, there's no way we going to win. I was just like, well, we tried, but Dre's that dude, man. I mean, I got mine in, but still, I'm like, Dre's Dre.
If you say so. I like a little trash talk, but
yeah,
it's all in fun. It's always all in fun. But, yeah. Don't wake me up.
I know that much for a fact. But, you know, speaking about waking you up, registration, is today the last day?
No, today is not the last day. We register all the way up into camp. So even on the day of, we encourage you to register order so I can order all the kids' shirts and make sure I have enough gear. So you can do that on DreDayFoundation.org. That's DreDay Foundation.org. You can register on there for camp or any other events that we have coming up.
I was just about to ask, is this the only event that you guys have coming up for this month, or you got something else in the works as well?
For this month, yes, it's our first camp in June, but then we have camps in July as well, and working on some more the end of July. But everything will always be up on our website and our Facebook and Instagram as well.
I gotta ask you this on the website: is there any footage of you dunking on people, particularly somebody in the championship game? I gotta know, Dre. Is there any footage of you yamming on somebody?
Nah, I don't have any footage that's in the archives.
I seen it with these eyes, man. I seen it with these eyes, especially when you jumped over the dude from Rand. I saw it.
Yeah, social media was, it was on the start back then, so
man,
we got some pictures floating around out there, I'm sure.
Pictures ain't nothing like being there though, man. I see you do damage, bro. But regardless of it, appreciate you for your time. If anybody wanted to connect with you and learn more about the camp, how can they do that?
They can go to the website, like I said as well, DREDAY Foundation.org, or on my social media at Dre Day 32_ on Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. You find me.
Nothing on 6B Ask Dre. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, brother.
Make sure you guys like and share this video. Dre Brown on the Chris Gunther Show. Thank y'all so much for watching. See y'all next time. Gotta go.